One day we will find, we will conquer. Conquer with love while time is on our side. Continue to hold to those beautiful memories. They won't be here forever, but our spirit lives on. Lil B.
Yes, sir. What up, Maestro? Always in the trenches. I actually been editing for about hour and a half. I was just talking to my mans, and I was telling him how I was, you know, I've done this before a couple times, and he's like, "Man, why don't you just do it now?" I'm like, "Yeah." You still at work? Oh, you almost out of there. Yeah, that joint was pretty. That joint was pretty dope. Like the different layers of coloring, I think is what kind of got my attention the most. Because if you notice on like the outer edges, it still has like that black and white sketch layered with the opacity of the character, the Japanese character, and then it has like the details of whoop, the details of my boy. You know what I'm saying? As this drawing just like falls apart in my hand, but you get the point. I forgot this drawing just like comes apart like that. Yeah, I think this drawing kind of like got jacked up when back when my office was under construction. Whoops. Yeah, but yeah, man, get back in your bag, bro. Definitely, definitely get back in your bag, man. You know what I'm saying? If you got it in, you get it out of you. Pause. It's gonna be a really short stream. I just wanted to get everything set up. So the next time I sit down and do this, I already have kind of like the template of of um of just pretty much clicking in and starting it up. I still haven't even seen the movie, man. I'm slacking, but I will. He is a good character. He's so good they had to nerf him and put him to sleep. They had to make him kind of like a coward. But then again, I don't know how much he's grown since the last time I kind of like originally watched the and read the series. It's been a while. Yeah, they had to nerf him, bro. He was too crazy. I gotta say, Lightroom has made it so much more convenient. I don't even feel, I don't want to say challenged, but it's not as daunting, I'll say, when I shoot sometimes at night because now with the denoise feature, I can kind of like control like the intensity of the denoise, and and it really just kind of cuts out a lot of like the grain, the yeah, the grain and the noise of the picture. Because I'm out there shooting at night and I'm trying to get like across fields and I'm like, 40, 50, 40, 50 yards away. Sometimes maybe, a lot of times it could be closer, but anywhere between like 20 to 40 yards, we'll say, give or take, of distance between me and the subject. And there's just so much noise. Yo, Miguel, what it do? So much more intuitive. Yeah, man, it's definitely more advanced. I'm happy with it. It makes stuff like this look like I really went hams with it, and really all I did was just kind of like adjust the noise. Um, which I'm not trying to belittle like my skill, but it just seems like I don't have to try as hard. I guess that's all I'm saying. What's going on, fellas? What's up, Mike? How's your day, brother? Nigga, I smoke weed. Oh man. Man, these parents are gonna be so happy when they see these pictures, man. I'm happy when I see them. It's so cold. I have so many like presets that I made. Like, look at this. Hold on. Let me. When this is done, I'll show you real quick. If y'all still here. This is the one I just made for this. What you call it? But yeah, these are like my favorites. The ones I kind of use for certain environments. Um, oh crap. Yeah, that's what's up. I appreciate that. Yeah, man. It's funny because as long as I've been doing this, and it hasn't been too, very long, I'll say. But one thing I will say, I tend to. I just told it to my daughter. I'm kind of thinking like four things at the same time. I learned that to a certain extent, less is more. And with that, you know, it makes my editing process really, really simple. Simply because I'm not so consumed with like touching every aspect of the photo. You know, um, and and within that, I try to like have my own signature, kind of what you alluded to just now. So if you're able to see, I guess my style is probably because I have like a certain color grade that I usually feature, and I usually use one of like five different ones depending on like the environment. Because a lot of times it'll be like really sunny, or it'll be really dark, or it'll just be it'll be like golden hour, or it'll be really cloudy, where there's like a lot of blue or a lot of orange or a lot of yellow or a lot of red, or just be like really flat. So oftentimes like I'll have like different ranges of presets that I kind of lean on to balance it all out, and it helps because it reduces the workflow, and that's basically what all these presets are, just shortcuts to my workflow. So a lot of like when I hover over any one of these presets is because I've used it for certain situations. Where it says shade or this. There's like certain distinctive textures or colors that I have to compensate for. And like this one in particular, I'm actually going to have to reduce the D noise a little bit. Um, but yeah, how's work, man? Is there a way that you'd be able to shoot stuff pre-edit that brings it all together, like presets on it? So, in a way, yes. There are. Sony has a camera that allows you to use LUTs in the body. You can also use it on. As a matter of fact, I can show you. I'm not going to turn it on, but so this camera here, this is an FX3 cinema video camera. With this, along with this monitor, this is a Atomos Ninja 5, I think it is. And when I turn this on, I'll be able to view whatever's coming out of the camera onto this. And with this, it has like basically I have the ability to put LUTs. And if you don't know what a LUT is, it's a lookup table for color grading presets. So to answer your question, there is a way to do it. My current body that I usually use isn't capable of it. But what I've done before, like when I do a shoot, like if I'm doing like a headshot or a portrait session, what I could do is tether. I have a tethering cable that I plug into my laptop, and as I'm taking pictures, it'll basically load the photo into the software, and I can apply the LUT as I'm taking the pictures in real time. It's actually really cool. And like as like let's say if I sat down with you and say, okay, do you want to see the pictures? All I would do is just show you the laptop, and you would see what your picture looks like, and ideally I can kind of tweak, a preset as I do it. It's kind of cool. So there's ways to do it. Yeah, I can't say it enough about how this year, kind of off topic, this year in music has been like fantastic. We've had so many, we've had so many like good albums this year, man. Like this has been far from a dead year in music. Again, off topic, but I say this as I'm listening to what is it the anniversary of Mac Miller's Good album. Yeah, it is fucking dope. Technology, man. They just make the workflow so much. They just streamline and make certain processes so much easier. And like I haven't been like So I'm like far from a purist. Yeah, dog. Yeah, it's been crazy this year. I was just telling Al, I was like, yo, man, that Stove God Cooks album, when that joint dropped, man, don't don't even talk to me. Don't even talk to me. I'm so looking forward to that album, bro. Yeah, we definitely eating good. We definitely eating good. I got my hesitation with this picture. It's is nice from a distance, but up close, yeah. No, I'm gonna skip that. Damn, I'm all up in his grill. Pause. Oh yeah, I was looking up the. Alchemist. Alchemist, bro. Larry June's album and Freddie Gibbs. So the way I see it, I don't know how many people are on that card for that category for album of the year. I imagine Kendrick's probably on it with why can't I think of that stinking album? Name of the damn album. So yeah, we got Kendrick, Freddie Gibbs, Larry June, Tyler, and that's I can't think of everyone else. Who else dropped an album this year that was like that dude or that girl? Cardi album went crazy this year, so that could probably that's probably going to win it. To tell you the truth, Cardi's album. And I'll be honest with you, I ain't listening to not one track on that joint. No, I'm lying. I have listened to it. I did listen to it. Yeah, it's a little different. The Tyler album, it's a lityou know. Yeah, give it a listen. You know, it's not the typical Tyler. Look at my boy Aylin flying. My boy is high stepping that John. You only heard the free songs. I mean, look, I forget what number she did, but I do know this. She passed, I think, Missy, or she's like second all time most uh, most successful female artist or female rap artist or something like that. Like her net worth is ridiculous. But tell you the truth, man, Cardi albums really be going hard. You know, and I'll be honest, I don't care whether she writes it or not. That shit fire. And you know what? You know she definitely carries it in terms of like her style, the lifestyle that she raps about, things like that. And look, I'm not gonna get into the whole. Well, you know she drug niggas. Like, yeah, she did. You know, excuse my language for those of the younger audience who might be watching. But you know, I'm not going to sit here and just whoops, um, disregard that aspect of her history. But we've overlooked several people's circumstances, situation. But that's just how it is when your whole existence is in the spotlight. Yeah, same here. Same here. Yeah, she be spitting. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Like, does she have a ghostwriter? I'm assuming she might. Like, most artists even just have like a production team, which more often than not, that's really all you need. Oh, I like the tone of that. Too bad it don't fit the rest of the. Man, Mac Miller, man, my man was like making amazing music, dog. Huh. I'll be getting out of here pretty soon. 6 o'clock. Going to this Sixers game tonight with the one and only skateboard. Rest in peace to Big Al Senior. I'm gonna have to talk to Joe about these album covers he's giving me on these pictures. This looks like a Drake cover. Nah, this reminds me of J. Cole, Forest Hill Drive, like when he's sitting on the roof. Yeah, we going to the game tonight. I'm gonna get to the long exposure shots. Damn, Billy was on the ball a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna tell him too. I'm like, hey Joe, you ain't tell me you got signed, bro. I ain't know Rothman had a label like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what? I forgot. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm give like 10 more minutes because I gotta find my Sixers jersey. Come on. What the hell? Why is this taking so long? Oh, okay. Well, hmm. Oh man. All right, bro. Yeah, yeah. I'll be around probably later tonight after the game. I'll see what Al want to do. He might want to, chill and maybe grab a drink or something like after the game. So we'll see. We'll see. You know. But yeah, yeah. I'll definitely be around. I appreciate you sliding, and whoever else checks in. Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all watching. I'll catch up with y'all later. Go Sixers and go Birds. Go Birds.